Prince William has signaled an acceptance that the scope of the royal family has shrunk, according to a royal expert. Prince William's speech closing the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's recent tour of the Caribbean has been hailed by royal expert Omid Scobie as a historical moment. Mr. Scobie has argued that William's remarks on the future of the Commonwealth signaled an admitting of defeat regarding the future scope of the royal family. Omid Scobie told the Royal Report podcast, "It was him, putting his hands up and accepting the current situation was that the sentiment towards the royal family and that place within society across the Commonwealth realm is losing its purpose or its value. I think his end-of-tour statement was a historical moment in the way because it shrunk the reach of the reign of the British monarch for forever. I think that this was William really admitting defeat. I think that we'll probably see Charles be the last or the third and last royal to head the Commonwealth and things will look very different beyond that." Ending their trip to Belize, Jamaica and the Bahamas earlier this month, the future king acknowledged the monarchy's days in those nations may be numbered as he stated the future is for the people to decide upon. In a statement reflecting on the tour, William also emphasized who the Commonwealth chooses to be its leader isn't what is on my mind, but what concerned him was its potential to create a better future for the people who form it. He stressed that he and his wife Kate were committed to service and saw their role as supporting people, not telling them what to do. William is said to have had a meeting with aides following backlash from his and the Duchess of Cambridge's Caribbean tour. The Duke of Cambridge reportedly plans to use only half the staff his father the Prince of Wales has, and wants to end the long-standing royal tradition of never complain, never explain. A number of newspaper reports on Monday carried comments from sources suggesting William had been doing a lot of thinking about how long-held protocols can be modernized when he ascends the throne. In particular until their arrival in Jamaica, where Kate and William were greeted by activists demanding an apology and slavery reparations, the tour failed to deliver the charm offensive expected by the Cambridges, according to Mr. Scobie. Referring to Kate and Prince William's meeting with Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness on March 23, when the politician appeared to put the royal family on notice regarding the country moving towards republicanism, Mr. Scobie said, "Talk about an awkward moment." Appearing on the Newsweek's The Royal Report podcast, he continued, "There had already been talks for a couple of days leading up to that point that Jamaica was getting ready to pull the trigger on the first steps to moving towards a republic and I had conversations the day before with government sources. But I was always under the impression it was going to happen once the couple left. So when we saw Prime Minister Holness actually addressing it to the couple's faces and to see their reaction as well, it was a very bold move. But I think it was something that people of Jamaica needed to see. Because if anything there had been a few days of the couple perhaps not quite getting what was going on and someone in power needed to show that it is being heard. And so for him that was a very important moment, but of course it didn't reflect particularly well on the couple, because this was the charm offensive. And so far it had been all offense and no charm and we were seeing the results of it.